Welcome back, everyone, to another Fireside Chat podcast, Triple B number dose, with non-agents, but admins of the Tyler Miller team, Jake Mattfeld and Kaela Kullman. Thank you guys for coming here. I really appreciate it. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
It's just another Friday. Yep, Friday. It's Friday. It's been a week, to say the least. I know you guys put in a hell of a lot of work on the back ends of things. So, what's the week look like for you guys this week?
Yeah, I've had a little bit of a busy week, between snowstorms and I had an event yesterday that I went to down in Edina that was super cool too.
It was a blast.
It was a blast. Yeah, I got to learn how to kind of take on real estate in the shifting market, which I thought was kind of cool. Just good reminders. Sometimes hearing it from a different voice other than just our team is nice to hear as well. So
totally couldn't agree more.
Definitely. My week's been a little hectic. My girlfriend had surgery on Monday, and I've been home all week. So this is my first day back in the office this week. Excited to have my big monitor back, able to actually
get
some
house.
stuff done, not have to do everything every waking minute.
Right.
That's nice, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people probably don't know who you guys are, so let's do a little introductions. We'll start with you, Jake. Who is Jake Mattfeld?
Jake Mattfeld, well, I'm a 25-year-old from Fergus Falls area, originally, really small town of Underwood, Minnesota. I graduated with about 35 kids.
Love that.
Went to school, college way too long at UND with nothing to show for it. And now I'm here in the cities, living the dream,
Heck yeah, man. For sure. Kaela. Who is Kaela?
Yeah, I am 29 years old. I grew up in the Lake Nokomis area of South Minneapolis. And then when I was about to go into high school, we moved down to Rosemont, which is down by Lakeville, Apple Valley, Eagan area. Went to high school down there. Met my husband, and we live in Brooklyn Park with our 3 little fur children and just living the dream.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess you guys kind of touched on what your family looks like. But what's your guys' position on the Tyler Miller team? What do you guys do, behind the scenes? Kind of what do you guys do for us?
So I'm our listing coordinator, so pretty much from the time I put together the folders for the first CMA appointment, and then I'm working the listing all the way through until it's up on the market, getting disclosures, making sure all the paperwork's right, making sure the listing is listed, the TMT way, which is...
That's 6-star experience.
Yes,
baby.
sir, right? But also, just in a team like this, we all wear a bunch of different hats and help out, where we can.
Totally, yeah, no, you guys do a lot for us, and Kaela, you're the mom of the team. It's more of what don't you do for the team.
I know. Yeah, so I started with Tyler. May will be 7 years since I started with Tyler, and so I've kind of done it all. I started out just as an assistant, kind of doing whatever he threw at me for a day. It turned into transaction coordinating. It turned into marketing. Turned into listing coordinator, and it was, as the team kind of grew, we just hired positions for that. So, I feel I'm a little bit of a catch-all, but right now we're working on making my transition into truly managing the team, setting up trainings for you guys, helping keep Jake accountable, helping keep you accountable, everything like that, just being a resource for all of you in the office. So
Totally. No, you already are really good at that, being a resource. I know there's probably get annoyed. I'll come into your office and have some dumb questions for you.
No, never.
But it's nice having you guys around to answer those questions. Me being a newer agent, it's nice to have that support from you guys, where there's a lot of stuff that you just don't know what you don't know. So It's nice to have you guys there to support me there, and it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the rest of the team. So thank you from me and the whole team, for sure. You guys do a lot for us. So
well, it's like if we don't know the answer, we know who can get it to you, or a resource to kind of give you the answer. Like, there's people, Tyler says a lot, like, Kaela knows everything. I'm like, well, I don't know everything. There's still things that stump me, or maybe it's just my own confidence. But, it's ever changing, so it's fun.
It's everything, but if you don't know it, you know exactly where to find that answer, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's an answer I couldn't tell you and you'd figure it out. There was a cop that went by, there was a helicopter flying over, and I'm like, what's that for? And you literally found that answer in like 2 minutes. It's like,
Kayla's
what?
good at that. She's good at that one.
I'm good at that.
But it's just all kinds of stuff. You guys are super helpful on this team, so it's I know I really appreciate it. But you guys can kind of handpick the teams you are on. Why are you on the Tyler Miller team? What makes us so special? What makes us so different than a different team?
You know, I mean, I'll be honest, when I started here, I took the job. It was a substantial pay raise for my account management job. Didn't know much of what I was getting into, no real estate experience. But it's the people, man. I truly love, like, each and every one of you guys. And it's, just everyone's always there for everyone. Just
Yeah, no, it is. That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it's more of a family than a team, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, I wanted to go just BS with any of you guys. I could go sit down and lose track of time.
Oh, 100%. We do it probably too much, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off Jake. I started when I was 22 on the team, so I was still trying to find myself. I went to college, decided that was not for me. Did a couple sales jobs, but again, it was low pressure sales, like jewelry kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I was on a different real estate team and wasn't a fan of it, so I decided to find somewhere else. And now I don't really feel like I know anything better, And it's everyone on this team brings something different, and I could hang out with each one of our team members for something different, or doing something different together, which I think is super fun. And it's just Tyler and I are family at this point. We just tell each other everything, and I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever asked you this, but how did that first interview go with Tyler?
Yeah.
How did that go?
So my first interview with Tyler was a phone interview, and we talked on the phone for 3-4 hours. It was a Monday, and then Thursday of that same week, I came up to talk with him in person, and we met for probably 4 hours, and it was just an open conversation. It was obviously there was questions and stuff, and I was driving from Rosemont at the time all the way up to Blaine, which is about a 45-minute drive on a good day. Jake knows that. Jake used to drive from Bloomington.
I used to drive from Bloomington. That half hour in the morning, you're looking a little longer on the way home,
right?
Especially if it snows or anything. When I still lived out there, I had a couple snowstorm hour and a half drive home.
Yeah, I don't miss those at all.
No.
But, so he drilled me on, are you sure you want to make this drive? And I made the drive every day. There's only, that was when I was living up here. One day I didn't show up, but that's for different reasons. His dad was his manager at the time, and his dad grilled me too. He was like, are you sure you're going to do this? That's a long way. And made it work and moved not long after, with his help, of course. But yeah, it was good. It was just an immediate connection right after that.
Yeah, that's really awesome. How about you? Your first interview was probably with Kaela.
It was. I snuck away on my lunch break. Kaela gave me a ring. We talked for about an hour. After that, I came in. It was a couple days later. I know Tyler was in Vegas for EXPCon, so it was a little bit of delay until he got back, and then it was sat right here in this room, right where I'm sitting today, back and forth. And like Kaela said, it was pretty open conversation. I'll be honest, I didn't get grilled for 4 hours. It was probably an hour.
Yeah.
But just a good conversation. It didn't really feel like an interview, just talking, figuring out. I know a big thing about this team is we all mesh so great, so I feel like that's a big part of it when we're looking to add someone. And so it's just making sure that everyone fits well on the team. And
it has to be a good cultural fit, not just a good work ethic fit. So
it reminds me a lot of the recruiting I would do for Winona State. I would, my coach would call me and be like, hey, go talk to this kid, see if he's a good fit for the team, or take this kid on a visit, see if he's a good fit for the team. And it reminds me a lot of that of, you have to have a good fit for not only when we're not playing golf, but also a good golfer and someone that's going to do well in school. And it's I see a lot of correlations between recruiting for that and recruiting for our team. And we're creating families out here, not, yes, we have business partners and we're all working together, but it's a family at the end of the day. So we do so many events together. We have a Christmas party Saturday night. Yeah. And it's I know that's going to be a good time. Unfortunately, Kaela, you're not going to make it.
No, both of us are not going to be there, unfortunately.
It's fine.
You guys will just talk about ways to get rid of us.
Yep, that's the goal, right? No, we would never. We need you guys more than you need us, probably,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Well, maybe I think you might have touched on it in a different podcast of yours, but like, why are you with the team? Like, what was like, you did what, 40 different interviews?
Crazy amount.
And like I had
crazy.
one interview. I did your very first interview, and I was like, this guy's solid. And Tyler was like, are you sure? Because he still doubted me at that time, like,
Yeah.
with like seeing if people were good fits. And I was like, yeah, he's good. And then you showed up in a suit, and he was like, yeah, he's joining. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a big move. I showed up for a suit in mine as well.
Heck yeah, dude.
I was told that's the only time I'll have to wear a suit for this job, but I have worn a suit since. So
But what made you choose us?
It's so the first interview I had with you was over the phone,
Yeah.
and I was actually chasing stray cats around while I was on the phone with you.
You were not.
Yeah, no, because we have a stray cat problem at my house because my mom won't stop feeding them, but it's fine. They
I
live in
had
the
no
garage
idea.
now. Yeah, you saw the stray
I
cats.
saw the stray cats,
Yeah.
but I had no idea that you were chasing cats around. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first
So
I've heard this.
yeah, I was outside of my house on the patio, and then the cats started to come back, and I was trying to grab them, and they're stray, so they don't like being touched. So I was kind of chasing them around, but I was still having a great conversation with Kaela.
That's a first.
But there was so many things that you said during that interview that was. So like I said, there were so many interviews, and you guys were one of the last people I interviewed with, I guess, obviously. But I told my parents right after, I'm like, I think I just found the team. And I was like, they're like, well, you have like 4 more interviews. I'm like, yeah, I just canceled 2 of them. So, but yeah, no, it came down to a couple teams, and it was honestly after I met with Tyler, I was like, I called my coach right after I sat in this room with Tyler. And I was like, hey, just to let you know, I'm not coming back. I'm doing real estate. And he blew up, but of course he is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's losing
but
a
when you
great
can
guy
go
on
off
his
like
team.
that, right?
Yeah, right? He actually called me this morning on the way to work. Yeah, we talked a little bit, just seeing how life was going and everything. So it was fun to rekindle that relationship. I
Are you
haven't
gonna
talked to
sell
him.
his house or what?
I'm not driving down to Winona. I'll refer that out or something if I have to. I don't know if we have any EXP agents down there.
Yeah, we do.
They're all over.
They're all over.
Yeah,
We're all over.
We good. We're a killer brokerage.
Heck yeah.
Damn. But yeah, no, it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
After meeting you guys, and then after meeting Blake, like I didn't meet Blake until like a week into being here, and I was like, oh, holy shit! And I just met my brother, like,
Yeah.
and then I met Mike, and now he's a brother too. It's the relationships I've made. I've made a lot of really good friends, and I can't wait to just continue building those relationships.
Yeah.
Whether it's on the team or partners we have that we work with, it's so much fun. So
Heck yeah. I'm excited to have you here. You're a good addition. So
thanks, I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
It's a good, you're a really good cultural fit, and you come in and you're doing things that a lot of people aren't doing, and so this, the podcast.
Yeah.
No, they're fun though. Like,
Yeah.
And you're one of those guys that just, you put your head down, you get work done. And I think that's something that just in any team culture is you need someone like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Totally.
matter if it's real estate, golf, whatever. You just need a driving
you
force
need a
like that.
grinder.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you need someone that's gonna put in the work and lead by example type of deal.
Yep.
Where obviously I don't have too much experience. I don't have a lot to say. Like, hey, this is right because I sold 50 houses. Like, no, I don't have that. I just
Don't ever be that agent.
yeah, right? I've learned that too from you guys.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. Don't
I've been
be
in the industry for 50 years. No one cares.
Retire.
Yeah. It's exactly how it is, though. But you guys work here, and if you weren't working here or weren't in the real estate business, like, what's that dream job for you guys? Like, where would you be right now? She's here. Kaela is here.
Yeah. I have no idea. So I went to college. So out of high school, I'll go back to high school. I wanted to go to beauty school. I wanted to do hair, whatever. And my mom and dad go, "You're too smart for that." And I go, "Okay, thanks, Mom." So she was like, "You need to figure out something else." And I was like, "Okay, well, cool." So we did one of those personality tests in one of your classes in school. And the highest paying job that came up in my category was an accountant. So, an actual accountant,
Yeah.
not TikTok accountants. And I went to St. Cloud State. I lived at St. Cloud State, but I went to St. Cloud Tech. Did a lot of drinking up there, not a lot of school. Came home after that first year, tried going to school down here while working full time, and I worked at Pandora selling charms and stuff for bracelets, and after my manager left, I was like, all right, I'm kind of done here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I really liked my manager. She left, so I was like, ugh, let's move on. Did a couple little gigs between there, got on that other real estate team, really liked it, just didn't like the team I was on,
Mm-hmm.
and got connected with Tyler, and now I'm with Tyler, and I don't know what I would do. You know, I think there's days that you're like, am I missing out on something else or something better? But
Mm-hmm.
it's just like you guys have flexible schedules. We kind of have flexible schedules, which works really nice for life. You know, we have unlimited PTO, which is very nice, but I feel like Jake and I, you know, we always put in the hard work. If we're
Totally.
gonna take a day off, me and him are always here grinding, you
Yeah.
know, to make sure everything's caught up and stuff. So if I wasn't doing real estate, I honestly have no idea what I would do. And I know I get the question all the time, like, oh, are you gonna become an agent? No, I'm not gonna become an agent. Like, that's just not my motto. I'm here to support people, and I think that'll always be my role. Like, I'm a people pleaser, so constantly giving support to other people is what I like to do.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what I would do, because I think about it, I don't know, once or twice a year. Like, is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? And when I look out there, I'm like, there's nothing else that catches my eye, you know?
Yeah. Not even like being a professional fisher?
No. No, because that's, I don't know. There's some days. It'd be fun. I got that itch last night after watching Crappie Chronicles.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be fun.
Ice is kind of bad though right now.
Ice is.
Like, I don't even know if I want to go out this
Ice
weekend.
is a little bad. We're gonna see how it is when we go up, but it's supposed to get really, really cold. So if you can clear some of that slush off of the shoreline so that it can freeze back up again, I think it'll be really good.
Yeah.
But we're going up this weekend to try and fish with our neighbors at the lake. We were supposed to do an ice carousel, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But we'll give her a shot, and
Yeah, for sure.
you know, there was 10 inches of solid ice at least up there. So
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Red Lake was letting single axle houses by trucks out
Oh, wow.
today. So it is okay, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
For sure. Well, Jake, what would you be doing? I know you like
For
produce
me,
music even, right?
I produced music for a while in college, just something fun to do. But I mean, I've kind of worked all over the place. I started going to school. I actually went to school for 2 years for chemical engineering. I loved science and chemistry in high school.
Building bombs and what?
Yeah, pretty much, you know. I saw the salary there, and I was like, you know what, that's what I should do with my life. Then I got to physics for engineers, and I realized this is not possible for me at all.
Yeah.
I dropped out after like a month of that class and switched majors and everything. Business, I love business.
Yeah.
I was super involved in like business. I don't know if you know what DECA is.
Yep. In high school and stuff?
Yep. So I did it in college. I'd never done it before, actually.
Yeah.
But when I switched majors and stuff, and me and my dear friend Dylan, who's still one of my best friends, lives 5 minutes from my house now, we won international champions with sports and entertainment marketing.
Jeez.
I did not. Holy
I feel like I
shnikes.
knew that, but I don't remember.
That's a good thing to put on a resume.
So, you
man.
know,
God damn.
I feel like if I wasn't here, I would love to be like doing something like that, like a sports marketing, especially in like a golf or snowboard industry. You know,
Yeah,
that
would be awesome.
those are my two personalities as the year goes on, and I'm snowboarding or golfing. So
Totally. Yeah, we
Please
got to
don't
get
break
out.
any bones snowboarding.
no, well that's all Sue. I've this isn't wood, but I've done it a little bit. I've only ever broke my nose my whole life, so.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've got a couple of concussions snowboarding, but
Well,
we gotta go.
I mean, concussions. I've got
Different
double
story,
digits.
yeah.
So.
we gotta get out and go hit the slopes and shred up a little bit.
What were you technically going to school for when you were at Winona?
I
before
was
you dropped
going
out?
for a marketing degree,
Okay.
so I kind of still.
It kind of is the same thing. You
Yeah.
gotta market yourself as a realtor.
Yeah, I mean, I market the hell out of myself on social media. At least
Marketing
I try.
degrees are so interesting to me though, because it's like so much changes, even like
Yeah.
within a year.
Well, yeah, I'll be honest. A lot of the stuff I learned in like my marketing classes and stuff, because I went to school for a good 6-7 years.
Yeah.
But like most of the stuff I learned in my marketing classes after I got out of school and just kind of in the business world. I did sales for a long time. I did account management before this for about a year, and did marketing in both those positions. And it's crazy, like the stuff you learn doesn't always completely translate over to the real world at all.
Totally. One of my marketing professors was like 75,
What?
and I'm like, what do you know about marketing?
You don't even probably have Facebook, dude.
Yeah, like that was a very weird class. We talked about a lot of global warming in that class.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is a marketing class. What? But I don't know. I met a lot of cool people in that class. Made a really cool project. I actually kind of touched on it in one podcast, but I'm not gonna spoil anything because I still want to do it. But I'll tell you guys after. But I gotta keep it away from everyone out there. So
All right.
it's a really cool idea. Me and shout out Ellie Baring. We made that together. So it was a lot of fun. But I don't know. If I wasn't working here, I'd be in college right now playing golf. Like
Yeah.
that was my life.
You didn't have any other sites out there yet.
No, like even when I was thinking about it, I don't know. Was it yesterday? I was like, damn. If I graduated with a marketing degree, like what was I gonna do?
You
I
had
don't
no
even know.
idea.
I
You're
just
like,
like
I
threw
need to pick
marketing.
something so I can golf.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking
Well,
back in the day.
It's crazy too with like a business management degree, which is what I was going for. You were going for marketing. My girlfriend has a marketing degree. She doesn't do a single thing with marketing.
Yeah.
No.
She is like a liaison for electric vehicles with XL
Yeah.
Energy, with the account managers and stuff. And before that, she had marketing positions with the company, but they never once actually did like the marketing you learn about and that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Well, and that's like one of the things about another reason why I dropped out. I'm like, I'm going for a marketing degree, and I feel like experience is going to beat the degree every
Yeah.
single time in this industry for marketing because, like you guys said, like it changes so often that experience is just going to outbeat the degree.
Yeah.
So
Well, and it's different for everything, right? Like marketing yourself as a realtor is completely different than like marketing a big Fortune 500 company, which I
Yeah.
feel like the college classes are kind of tailored towards.
yeah,
You know?
totally. No, I'm really happy with where I am, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. If I'm being honest, but
Heck
that's
yeah.
okay. I guess what's your guys' dream life? Like, if work didn't matter, money didn't matter, like what is that dream life? What are you doing every day? What's the typical day to day in your dream life and money didn't matter?
I'm waking up in a shack out in the mountains,
Yep.
like away from most people.
Okay.
You know, somewhere I can go hike up, snowboard if I want, enjoy nature. Just, I'm a very outdoorsy person personally. I am a big, like in my free time, like I'll go out, take a hike, and not even take my phone with.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Like disconnecting, the simple style of life is like, but you know, that's not really the way the world works. So we're all part of the rat race.
Yep.
And just kind of got to find our little nuggets of happiness, right?
Yep. No, dude, I love hiking. I love being outdoors. Living in Orac, that helps. But Kayla, you've been out to the house. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
But
it's
your
amazing.
neighbors are a lot closer than I was expecting.
Then you thought, yeah,
I
they
was
are.
like, they're still a little too close for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't even see you got to come back in the summer
Yeah.
and go on the patio because there's nothing back
Yeah.
there. So
No, I don't know. Like, smaller, like, I would love to live somewhere in Minnesota. I say my goal is I want to be able to have a clay thrower off of my deck and be able to shoot clays off my deck.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's sweet.
like, that's what I want, like, here-wise, you know, like, a nice piece of property, a pole building of some sort to house all of our toys and all of that. But if I could, like, Jake, you know, be out west somewhere, not a shack, but, like, a nice, like, you know, one of those bougie,
like a bougie ass shack.
cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. like Yellowstone. Let's just go that way. Because, like, I always tell Tom, I'm like, when can I have a baby moo? And he's like, when we live in a place where you can have cows. The city doesn't let us have cows. And I was like, okay, fine. So, you know, it'd be fun to do that. It'd be fun, I think, to have one of those, like, sleeper vans and, like, travel and just, like,
Oh, man, yeah.
Van
work
life.
from a different state every week or every
Yeah.
month, you know? There's so much to see. And it's like, people talk all the time about going out of the country and going to Ireland or, you know, whatever it might be.
Shout
but
out Tyler Lulick.
yeah, I mean, I do want to go to Ireland, but there's like so much untouched land here that I haven't experienced.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know, I want to kind of stay in the States somehow.
Yeah, even like North America, like
Yeah.
Banff and Canada, like
We're so lucky, even just in just the USA, but count the whole North America, you can have pretty much a whole spectrum of every type of weather, anything like you're
At
into,
any time
you can
of
go
year.
see. Yeah.
it's crazy. No, it's a really cool place to live. So yeah,
Gosh, Brady, mute your dang phone.
it's my computer. I
I'm
don't know what to
teasing you.
don't know what to tell
I'm
you. We
teasing
still
you.
haven't got some documents that we need, so that was that text.
Perfect.
So that's amazing news. Let's move on. Let's kind of get into a deep question here.
Oh gosh.
What's your why? Why are you here? What motivates you?
Yeah. So I came from like a single parent family. My mom wasn't really in my life. My dad and my grandma, bless their souls, they both provided as much as they definitely could for us. And I lived a great life growing up, but definitely like had feelings growing up and stuff where you fell behind people or something like that. I want to be to the point when I have kids and like my family, me and my girlfriend have been together. It'll be 9 years in March. Like she's the one I just am dragging my feet, getting a ring and stuff.
Come on, man.
Come on, Jake.
But like when I do like start a family and all that stuff, I want to be able to just provide, you know, the best life, the life that, you know, I lived a great life, but the life that I wanted for myself. I want them to be able to do what they want to do, become their own person, that type of stuff, and just be supportive of that.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Thank you.
That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Kayla?
I came from a family, my parents are together, but my parents worked very hard for everything. You know, nothing was ever easy, but we never saw their money struggles, you know, like they never expressed that to us. But I know there was times, you know, that things were tight. There were summers my dad was working 3 jobs, you know, that we didn't ever see him. But I think my biggest why is, you know, just being able that financial freedom for my family. You know, everything I have, I've got on my own, and that's something that I always like stand true to. You know, I bought a big truck a couple years ago, and everyone's like, "Why do you need that?" And I was like, "Because I wanted it, and because I work hard, and because it's something that I wanted for myself. I wanted a nice vehicle." And they're like, "Well, did your like parents help you, or your in-laws help you?" And I'm like, "No, I bought it. Like I did it for myself."
Yeah.
So like there's, you know, if like a medical emergency comes up with one of our dogs or one of us, like asking a parent for money is just like not an option for me. Like I want to do it all on my own, which might be a weakness in some point, but you know, I think learning how to manage your money and make those things happen, you know, is a skill in itself. So
Yeah, no, you put in that grind, and I see it every single day, and I bet Jake agrees. Like you put in that work, and it's super inspiring.
Yeah.
For myself, for sure. To, you know, it's nice to have someone else that's like minded and that wants to work hard and, you know, provide for, you know, their family or for themselves.
Yeah.
In my situation, I don't really have, you know, wife, kids, girlfriend, nothing. I'm just
You got your mom and dad.
I got my beautiful mother and I got my amazing dad, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. And I've said that so much, and I'll say it every single day of my life.
Yeah.
Like, they've done everything for me, and I'm gonna like cry. Like I fucking love those people so much.
No.
They do everything for me, and I can't wait to start giving back to them.
Right,
you know?
exactly. Like it'd be so fun someday to like be able to take my parents like on a trip, you know,
Oh.
and it, you know, just getting there, you know, figuring out how to get there. So we'll do it.
I've always thought about that. I'm not gonna lie. It's just giving back to my parents somehow, some way. I always told them when I was, you know, in high school, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a professional golfer." I'm like, my first million's going to you guys. Like, but shit changes. So I guess another question I got for you guys is, it's got to be difficult working with us agents. Like I don't care who you are. How does the day-to-day life go working with real estate agents? Because we're crazy. So
It's a fucking roller coaster.
Keep the Excedrin on hand, right?
No, I mean, it's fun. You guys are fun people to work for. You know, we talked about making sure everyone's a good personality fit, but there is truly, 15, 16 different personalities. You know, you might be rocking one day thinking that you're all hot shit and you got this great thing under control, and then you get a slap in the face like, nope, not today. But you know, it's fun. But you guys are difficult people to work for.
it's an emotional job.
It's
not
an
gonna lie.
emotional job.
And you gotta be emotional. Like
Yeah.
you gotta like have that kind of personality to connect with people and create those relationships. Where if you're just like monotone the whole time, no one's gonna want to work with you.
No, yeah.
Absolutely.
So you got to have those emotions, but we definitely bring it on you guys, and I know I do. I I got coffee, and I'm not really a big coffee guy. But when I get coffee, I'm amped up. And I came into the office, and Jake's like, "Holy shit, man, calm down!"
Like, can you go back out?
Bouncing off the walls.
No, but there's those days that it's like you're coming in and you're like, I'm gonna freaking grind today. Like, I'm gonna get so much done. I'm gonna ignore everyone. And then there's 5 agents here, which is great, or something like that. And it's like one after another. There's a question. You turn around to get back to what you're doing, and then someone else walks in. And you're like, yes. How can I help
It's
you?
Can you help me, Kaela?
I have my door closed for a reason.
Yeah. But what I will say is, it's not always the easiest thing in the world, but you guys all make up for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, that's good. I'm glad we can touch your guys' hearts like you've touched all of ours. So.
No, but it's a fun job. It's hard. There's definitely hard days. But I think that's with every career. Like, it's never going to be a walk in the park no matter where you're at.
The nice thing about this job is that not one day is the same.
No, not a single day.
Like, you guys might work 9 to 5, right? Most days throughout the week you work 9 to 5. But I bet 9 to 5, there's not one 9 to 5 day that is normal in the past year. Like, it's never the same stuff because there's always something that comes up in some kind of transaction. Right. It's like, when we don't know what we're doing and we're getting hounded down by our buyer, we're calling Kaela, we're calling Jake if our sellers are like, what's going on? We're like, dude, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Help me out.
That's why Jake and I go off the grid and turn our phones off.
Right?
No, but there are times, like we're in here working 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever it might be. But there are still times that, especially in the spring market, I'll go home and I'll work, I'll have dinner or whatever, and I'll work from 7, 8, 9 till midnight, just because the world is not working, right? So I can get caught up on things. I've also been trying to come in earlier so I can get things done before the world wakes up,
Before we start calling you.
Before you start calling, yeah. So, it's, we are office staff, but we do work outside of office hours as well.
Totally.
Time.
Yeah. I've had questions for you, Kaela, and I've sent them at 8 and you responded in a second. And I'm like, I feel awful, but thank you so much for being there.
I know. I'm my own worst enemy with that.
I feel bad texting Blake too, from 4 to 7 because that's his jet time, right? That's his time with his kid, and I feel bad texting. But then I'll if it's emergency, I'll text him, I'll give him 10 minutes, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta text Kaela.
Well, you got the Slack.
I know. I Slack mentee questions, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So many teams don't have that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, when we implemented that, because it was Tyler, myself, Jake, we can't answer everybody's questions every day.
And there's definitely, Tyler, Lewick, Jordan, all those, the more experienced agents that can answer those things for us, which is so nice. Yeah. Too. It's another reason to be on a team, right?
I know, right?
I don't know how you would do it if you're just starting in the business being a solo agent.
You'd probably waste a lot of money.
Honestly, right?
And you drive yourself mad.
100%, couldn't agree more. But I guess those were most of the business questions I have for you.
Oh gosh.
So let's get a little more personal. Let's have some fun with some questions here. My first question I got here is, what's your guys' biggest pet peeve? Mine, I'll go first, is 3 putts. God, does that piss me off. When you get into on a par 5 and you 3-putt for par, Kayla's probably like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about,
But
Brady?
that is the worst thing in the world.
That's every hole for me.
Come on, you're better than that.
You've golfed with me. The putting needs work.
It was fun.
It was
though.
a good time.
I played good that day, too. I shot 68.
Was that at Victory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Tyler Miller for the free rounds of golf.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
My biggest pet peeve, and a little name drop, my girlfriend Susie does this all the time. When someone is blatantly wrong, but has just the utmost confidence about it.
That's been Tom and I lately. I just want to stab him some days because I'm like, dude, you are so wrong and you're just being stubborn as all hell. Shut up.
That's amazing.
I'll be honest, before I speak on something, I'm researching it. I like to be on top of my stuff, and the amount of times Susie will tell me something just with the utmost confidence, and then it's no, that's completely wrong.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely something being said for anyone being confident, right? Confidence goes a long ways, but it's just kind of knowing where to speak and where not to speak on things.
Yeah.
For sure. No, I get that. That pisses me off too, because
Yeah.
I've had the same situation.
One of my biggest pet peeves is like people with like commitments. Like if you're gonna commit to something, do it. Like
Yeah.
don't cancel last minute. Don't make some BS excuse on why you didn't do X, Y, or Z. Like just if you say you're gonna do it, do it. Like I don't know.
We were talking about that with like Tyler and TK and Blake in the office. the other
Were we?
day. Yeah, like commitments and like just some bullshit
Oh,
excuses,
yeah.
like to not go do something. Like, oh, my kids go to soccer game, when in reality you just don't want to go. Or
Right.
or you
Like
every
just tell me you
every
don't wanna
married
go.
guy has the same excuse. Oh, my wife said I can't. Everyone.
See, Tom does not use that like ever.
Or like in my situation, it's like, oh, my mom said I gotta go do the dishes
Yeah.
or some bullshit.
Like,
right?
like just tell me you don't want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
tell me you don't want to do it, or you're either not gonna do it. Like if it's something, you know, like work related. But like just be honest. Like it's not that hard. Like you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Like just be like, hey, I need a day at home. Okay, that's great. Don't
Yeah.
make up some lie.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I
Totally.
mean, I'd rather anyone work related or just life related, right? I want to hang out with someone and they're not really feeling it. Just tell me that to my face. Don't like pretend you want to hang out and then, you know, an hour beforehand, hey, emergency happened. Like,
Yeah.
if you're busy in life, you need that recharge time. Like, just be honest and upfront about it.
Totally. No, I definitely understand that. Have had some situations lately where that's been a problem with some guests. We'll just. But yeah, let's kind of just move on to what was your guys' favorite school subject? Like you were up at school and let's say middle school or high school, and you're like, I can't wait to go in this class because this teacher's awesome, or whatever the reasons it might be. Mine was clay because I just loved making
Yeah,
clay.
I didn't know that till recently.
Yeah, dude, I love clay. Shout out Mr. Hughes, and I'm trying to get him on the podcast.
Oh
I
my
text him like
gosh.
once a week. Like, but come on, what are we doing?
I would say my favorite subject, I mean, I really liked math. I was good at math, and I liked math because it wasn't a subjective answer. It was always, there's a direct answer.
Yep.
And so I think that was probably like my favorite subject, but like along with that, like I obviously liked my accounting classes, and that's kind of why I ended up going into accounting. But again, you pretty much have one answer. There's no like right or like there's no like it could be this or it could be that. It's like
Yeah.
this is what it is. Same with like physics, and I think that had to do with my like teacher, but physics was a lot of just figuring out what the answer
Yeah.
is. It wasn't like a well, the possibility of it, blah, 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 like science-y or whatever. English, yes.
English, yeah.
Ugh, no.
Not a fan of English.
Math was definitely like my strong suit.
Yeah, math was mine as well. I just, like you said, I liked having like this answer's correct and there's no other answer
Right.
that's correct. Where in English it's like, well, any answer can be correct if you explain it. I'm like, no,
No.
screw that. No,
No.
not dealing with that.
And it was just like history and stuff. It was just like I don't need to know this like
No.
ever in
Yeah.
my life. So yeah, I don't know. Anything
History's
math.
cool though,
History's cool.
but I don't want to take tests about it.
I don't want to take tests about it. And those tests were always like the classes where I don't know if your guys' school did it, but mine did where it was like the graduated scale. So like tests were worth like 75% of your grade,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
Mine was
homework.
like very class dependent on that, but
Lucky.
yeah.
Well, I
I
mean,
need to
you
go to a
graduated
small
with like
town.
2 people.
Right?
So.
Yeah, I was like
What
500.
was your favorite class, and how many
I,
people were in that class?
I was always a big science guy. Chemistry was my number one. I loved chemistry.
Yeah.
As we touched earlier, I wanted to be a chemical engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Science in general, I've always been like, it's cool to know how something works and why it works like that.
Yep.
I know Kaela might be a little surprised I'm not saying English here because she always talks about my writing,
Your
but
writing is so good, but you have to write in science. Like you have to write like.
Like science lab
scientist-
reports and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
like you had to like be super descriptive.
yeah. And science was always just one of those classes I did really well in.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
That
clicked
helps.
for me. And I think it's funny that Kaela talks about my writing now from time to time because all through high school, I was a kid who woke up at 6 a.m. the day my paper was due, and I just hammered that out.
Yeah,
Pounded it out real
I would
quick.
get a B, maybe an A on it.
that's amazing. I hate
But
writing
I
papers.
always hated it. So that was the only way I could get myself to like sit down and actually go through a whole paper was I needed that pressure on myself.
I think I only liked chemistry in high school because my teacher was super cool. It was like my last hour of the day, and he was like, you don't really have to be here. If it's like a lab day, obviously you have to be here. But if you're gonna do your homework on your own, like I don't care. So me and my girlfriend used to always
just dip out,
skip and like go frisbee golfing and whatever.
Really?
But
Well, I think
he was
that
super
was
cool.
I think that was a big part of why I liked chemistry so much in high school. Was our science teacher P. Tiff was just fantastic.
Yeah.
It was always engaging and stuff. And then I realized sitting through chemistry 1, chemistry 2 in college, I'm like, this is
blows.
boring.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
That's a huge thing. Teachers, like the
Yeah.
right teachers, can make a huge difference, and they don't get paid enough. I don't
Mm-mm.
care what you say; they don't
No.
get paid
No.
enough. Especially the best teachers.
Yeah.
Like your chemistry teacher.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean,
he changed
Those-
your life about chemistry. Like
Yeah.
if you had a really bad teacher, you would probably never even want to thought
Yeah.
about chemistry. So
maybe we'll save 2 years in college, but oh well.
that's a good point. But yeah, no, teachers are the shit.
Yeah.
Like for real. Let's move on to this next question. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak every single language? Talk to any person in the world or talk to all the animals? I know my answer.
What's
I'm
yours?
talking to animals
Of course
all
you are.
day. Like
You could be like, hey, Mr. Buck, you're gonna be back here at 4 o'clock tomorrow, right?
You
If
stray
not-
cats better get out of here.
exactly. Like how sweet would that be? And you have 3 dogs.
Yeah.
Like how sweet would it be to just have like a full on conversation
Well,
with them?
like,
Do you think they'd be bitchy though?
Tom's Patina might be.
Yeah.
But Tom's dog lady be like, what the fuck are you barking about? Like whatever. You know, and it's just like Patina, like she had a bunch of teeth pulled like a month ago and it's
Aw.
like, are you actually in pain or like are you good? Or
Like-
like I don't know. Like yeah, I would definitely talk to dogs. Like speak every language. Meh.
Like it's cool and all. Like you could go anywhere and just like have cool conversations.
See, yeah, that's where I was gonna say I would switch it up. Like I love my dog to pieces. I think I would talk
Do
to
you
him. I
love
would
your
talk
dog?
to animals. Yes. Why do you think I put up with all his shit? But I personally think being able to speak every language would be so cool. You know, you can go take a trip anywhere, fully immerse yourself. You know,
Yeah.
I could go to Japan, I could go Italy, anywhere I wanted, and just no language barrier, completely just dissolve yourself in that culture.
Yeah, that would
For
be.
me, that's what Google translates for. I'm just
Of
kidding.
course it is.
Uh,
But I don't know. I feel like there's so many languages out there. It'd be cool to like be able to talk to everybody.
Right?
it's just like,
Think about all the languages you speak. You can click on Zillow.
Oh, dude, I would be a different breed in the real estate industry. That'd
no,
be
but
crazy.
you'd be like, hey, Mr. Buck, which food is your favorite?
Yeah, and then feed them, and then shoot them, and then get thrown in jail because it's
Well,
Yeah,
against the
you're
law.
not supposed to
Yeah.
bait.
Well, no, but like you could be like, okay, I'm gonna go where that food is.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's a good point. I don't
wasn't
think they would
talking
like.
about baiting.
I don't think they would like me though,
Why?
because I killed them. Like
You know, maybe they're ready to go. It's their time.
maybe, but
Well,
maybe
yeah,
like
think about it. Dying words to you.
Yeah, right. You're pulled back on a buck, and he's like, "No, don't do it. I have so much to live for."
My
Like,
family.
then you just create
Your
an
family's
unbelievable.
also dead, Mr. Buck.
But then you just create an unbelievable relationship with that buck. You find
Yeah.
him a home, you get him a nice house, and then I get a deal from it. So it all works out at the end. I could start selling beavers' house. Oh, I'm talking to every animal, man. They're gonna start buying houses.
Brady, oh
My
God.
transactions are gonna be like 50, and like 27 of them are gonna be animals.
I got a nice beaver dam down the river. Looking 250.
It's like 40 square feet, 18 bedrooms. I don't know.
He
It's
needs
a
a
good fit.
house like immediately because someone blew up his last one.
Damn. It's, we can close to like 7 to 10 days. It just depends on the lender you pick, really.
Don't
Are you
go with
guys
the squirrel up
financing
the
or is this
street.
cash? Like,
Don't go in the squirrel.
we have gone off topic. Wow, that is.
That wasn't off topic.
Let's move to the draft, the special draft. We do it every podcast. This week we're talking about the best colors. There's a lot of colors out there.
Yeah.
And I feel like me and Jake are at a disadvantage because I feel like women are way more into colors. Like the different tints of colors.
I got my colors. I like.
I got my colors. I don't think anyone's gonna pick any of mine. And if Tyler listens to this, he's gonna make fun of me. He's
He
gonna
should.
be like,
Why wouldn't he?
"What the
He
heck?"
should support his team, I feel like. But we'll see if he listens. Shout out Tyler, maybe, if you listen. We should have like a keyword. Tyler, if you're listening to this, text me Blue Buffalo. Blue Buffalo. Yep.
Is that what your mom feeds those stray cats?
Yeah.
No.
That's expensive stuff.
She probably does. No, she feeds them fun dogs. Like just raw hot dogs.
Cats, hot dogs.
We fed my dog Annika raw hot dogs for 16 years and then she died.
It was
It's a good
run.
life. It's a
Yeah.
great life. And she just ate hot dogs. You'd throw her a raw hot dog and it'd be like 2 bites and you just hear,
I'll be honest, that's
Like-
that's probably cheaper than dog food.
dude. It was incredible the food that dog would eat, but then she would get the worst diarrhea.
Yeah.
It was awful, man. Like
That's what I've heard about Blue Buffalo.
she would come in from like going outside, going to the bathroom, and she would like rub her ass up against like my dad, and there'd just be shit stains all over his arm. Oh, we had so many good laughs.
I mean, if
about
it
that.
makes you feel better, I have to wipe my dog's ass every time he goes to the bathroom.
Really?
So, yeah, no tail, so he can't clean it up himself.
My dogs don't have tails, but I don't have to wipe their butts.
Yeah, no, he needs it.
Poor Max.
So colors. Who wants to go first?
Jake can go.
I can go first. All right.
You're going last since you think you have the best colors.
I think mine are super. Whatever.
What do we got, Jake?
Green, but like specifically like a forest green.
Forest green.
Yeah, like
that's
that-
a really good lender we work with.
It
Do you know
is.
that?
It
He's a
is.
really good guy.
He's a cool guy.
Very
I
cool.
hear he
guy.
makes a mean rack of ribs.
That's what I've heard too. So
Yeah, we need that.
shout out Forest Green.
Bring us ribs.
Yes, please. I'm
You can go.
gonna go red. I love red. It's such a boring color, but
Power
it's like
Not
color.
what I expected your first pick to be.
I love red. That's my favorite color.
Huh.
Did you know that?
Interesting. I don't think I've seen
Another
you
reason-
wear red.
Another
Do you
reason.
even own anything red?
Yeah. Shout out Kenzie Beck. She has it. So thanks for bringing that up.
Sorry.
And whatever. Anyway, I love red. One
I
of the
like it.
reasons. One of the reasons I joined the team is
Yeah.
I saw the red in the logo. I'm like, oh, I'm
We're
gonna
actually
apply
gonna
there.
rebrand and get rid of all the red. Sorry.
I want to leave the team, Kaela.
I'm just kidding. Don't leave me. My first pick is Seafoam, and that's like the Yeti
Seafoam.
Seafoam, like like the bright teal color that Yeti has.
Yeah.
It's like my pick for everything.
I think of you
Wow.
every time I steal Susie's Yeti in that color.
I know. It's like I have every Yeti in that color. Okay, correction. Cup. I don't have the cooler. I don't have the. I don't have the dog water dish, but like I have every style cup. I actually have 2 of some of those.
Seafoam, red, forest green. I feel boring.
You are
Damn.
Jake.
That's fine. Yeah, Jake. What do you got?
Navy.
I love navy. Worked
Huge
at Polo
Navy
forever.
fan.
Worked at Polo
Alright.
Ralph Lauren forever. It was dress code khakis and navy.
Ooh.
Yep. Like I could wear this. Like this. I would wear this to work back in the
Every
day.
day. Navy's
Back-
good.
Back in the day.
Navy's good.
Navy, it's a staple color. Goes with everything.
It does for the most
Looks
part.
nice, yeah.
Except like navy on navy.
Or navy on black. I hate
Navy
that.
on black. Do you think navy on black goes together?
No, you're wearing a navy suit. You better have some brown shoes on,
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't even own black dress shoes. Can you believe that?
dude. Funeral shoes.
I know, man. I
It's the
luckily
only
am-
time I'm in black dress clothes. Otherwise, I refuse.
Tyler
was in a
own
black
funeral
jump.
All black.
All black shoe. Oh, he looked good though.
He looks good.
He's a good
But
looking
it looked
guy.
like he was going to a funeral.
It did. I felt bad. He did good though.
He did really great.
Yeah, that's got to be nerve wracking. There was what, 150, 200 people there.
I think there was like 250 is what
Oh,
they
wow.
talked about
Wow.
yesterday.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, there was a lot of people there. Such a great event. Shout out Parker Pepperton, Julie Drew O'Shea for putting that together.
Heck yeah, it was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Shout out EXP.
Yeah, and it wasn't just an EXP event
And
too. We
Realty
had
Group.
Christy from Kirby and Christina.
Yeah.
And Mike out of Realty Group.
Does that sound like a TV show to you? Kirby and Christina.
A little bit.
I feel like that was like a TV show, like a kids show, like
Not that I know of.
Thinking of like Maya and Miguel.
maybe I don't know, Dora or something. I don't know.
What's your second color, Brady?
I don't want to. I want to be like cool.
You're
but
not gonna get any of my other 2 colors.
That's fine. I don't even want to say blue because I don't like blue. I'm gonna go with a grass green. Is that eligible? You guys are good with that?
Sure.
For
What
golf?
time of year?
What time of year?
Grass green, middle of June, pristine. No. Grass green, Augusta National during the Masters.
Okay.
Okay, there you
Yep, that's a good
go. I
color.
like that color.
Beautiful color.
Yeah. Oh, can't beat that shit. If you ask me, best tournament ever. The Masters.
It's okay.
I will be there one day. Not playing, or maybe playing. I doubt it, but
Is that the same course every year?
yeah.
Okay.
In Atlanta or in
Do they
Augusta,
change
Georgia.
the course every year?
What?
Do they like change the course?
We
No?
just said it was the same course.
No, but like, do they? Because like the 3M, like they, like changed the green.
They've
like, they,
changed so.
Well, they'll change
did
like a
construction on
So
it.
Bobby Jones designed it in 1927. I want to say. Do you know? I think
think
that's.
so.
I think that's right. But they've changed it a lot. They had to tiger-proof it. When Tiger shot whatever it was like 19 under.
Didn't they just extend the
and they
one
just
par three?
extended.
Yeah, that's what I was
13.
getting at.
Yeah.
The par 5 they made it a little longer. Which
That's
is
what I
cool.
was getting at, like making changes to the course.
Yeah,
like,
no, they do because technology grows.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you go play there any time of year?
no, it's one of the most private golf courses.
Okay, yeah.
in the
Because I was
country.
like, I would just go there and like practice. Like I would live down there and practice and kill it.
No, you got to be someone or know
You have
someone who
to-
knows someone who is someone.
I know nothing about golf.
You have to be invited to even be a member, and then it's like $1 million a year to be a member.
No thanks.
Yeah, but it's incredible.
It's
you get
incredible.
You get a green jacket if you're a member, so that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't name that green as your first green or your first color.
Grass green because I love grass. I cut grass for like 8 years of my life. Like, shout out Elk River Golf Club. Well, okay, Miss Color Queen, what's your
Yeah.
second color?
I have two really good ones, so I don't know which one I want to do first.
I got a feeling you're getting both of them.
I'm gonna get both of them.
Okay, then what is it?
Patina, we'll go with that.
Like
And-
your dog?
No, okay. We named my dog Patina because of her coloring. So Patina is like kind of.
I don't
you
even
you
know what
see
that looks like.
Old like vehicles
Yeah.
that are like rusty and all that. They call that like patina finish. So it's kind of, you know, it's different shades of rust. You know, sometimes there's like a little bit of a copper color, but Tom's truck, we have a 1964 C10, and that's patinaed. We have a friend that has a truck that's patinaed, and Patina, my dog, is black, gray, white, and brown. So we called her Patina because of it.
That I can't argue that.
You don't even know how to spell it, do you?
Well, no, I'm trying to see what it looks like,
Just
and
Google
like, okay, now
yeah,
it worked.
like rusty and stuff like that.
Oh, like that? Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty. I like
See?
that.
But it also
It-
kind of has the Yeti seafoam color in it.
It looks like a really old penny. That's my way
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
describe it. A really old
Or like
penny.
a copper roof or something like that. You know how they kind of like.
Yeah, I think if I put this on Instagram for a poll, I'm gonna go old penny is your color.
Sure. Perfect.
Jake.
Lastly, I'm going to go with maroon.
I love maroon.
I'm a
that
huge
that is
maroon
such a
fan.
good color. It
I
sounds
mean,
like
I
you should
got-
have went to Anoka.
I got the forest green on my watch band and the maroon on my watch band. Worn every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like maroon.
Maroon is a good color. Anoka, right? Maroon is Anoka,
I have no idea.
Uh,
Isn't it like crimson?
like Maple Grove.
Gophers.
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 Maroon and gold.
Yeah.
I can't think of this color, and I'm really trying to figure it out. God, it's like there, but it's not. Jake might know this. Do you know like the flowers at Augusta?
Just Google it.
Azalea? Something like that.
You asked us this question. You didn't.
I know,
even come
no.
prepared.
Azaleas, flowers.
Like that bright pink.
Like the bright pink, like that color. The flower azalea at Augusta National behind 12. It's just pink, and that's one of my favorite colors. I feel like I just nerded out as a golfer, but that's okay.
I'm kind of disappointed you didn't name like camo or blaze orange.
Is that?
Well, if we
is
get into camo, we got to figure out which one.
Yeah, there's so many different camos,
Sika.
like an army
Sika
camo,
camo.
Sika. Of course, you'd say that.
Bougie. My last color. You're gonna laugh.
I'm so excited.
Chartreuse.
What is that?
If it ain't chartreuse, there ain't no use.
What?
Have you never heard?
No.
It's a bright like neon yellow. It's like a
I was gonna
fishing
say,
color.
you fish and you don't know chartreuse?
Oh.
Clayton
Okay.
Shebeck.
I
He has gear that's chartreuse. I always have good luck with chartreuse colors. Fishing. Open water,
yeah.
not ice.
Open
Not
water, it's gold exclusively for me.
Open water gold.
Mm-hmm.
I use a lot of chartreuse and bright pink in the summer.
You use a lot of
winter-
dark
In
In the
winter,
winter.
I use a lot of dark.
with little glowing eyes or
Black.
something.
I use a high contrast in the winter, so I
Yep.
use a lot of black or white jigs with the opposite color.
Wasn't
plastic.
working last time I went.
Well, you
Can you
weren't with
believe
me. Were you using the jig I gave you?
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
I switched it out to a yellow one
That worked.
with a minnow head, and I was slaying
See, I don't
crappies.
like using minnow heads because I don't like cutting them apart. Ugh.
Mm.
I took a fish off for you.
Yeah, but that was because it got like, it swallowed it.
Yeah.
And I hate the freaking like tornado sound of trying to get the jigs out of Sunny's.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
I
went.
can't do
It
that.
was a good day of fishing.
That was good day fishing.
Um,
But yeah, chartreuse.
So
if it ain't chartreuse, there ain't no use.
let's see. Jake's got forest green, navy, maroon. I got red, grass green, and pink azalea. Kayla's got seafoam, old penny, and chartreuse.
Old Penny.
Yep.
I love it.
No, I love it.
That's I love doing those drafts. They're fun.
They're fun.
Yeah, they are fun. I guess is there any last words from the admin of the Tyler Miller team that you want to tell the people, or even ask me? Like any last words?
I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, it was
I
a
don't got nothing.
it was a really good time. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having us.
Yeah, take a little bit of time out of your busy guys' day to come film a podcast with me, and let's end this and go put some work in today, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. All right, peace out, everyone.